The sun was beginning to go down as I made my way out the Frontier Yard in late July of this summer. I only had one goal in mind, and that was to see the manifest that you guys are currently seeing in front of you right now. Here we have westbound manifest Q363 from Selkirk, New York to Avon, Indiana, and the most interesting part wasn't the power at the front, but it was actually the power that was in the middle. Dead in tow next to the DPU on 363 was an old Gulford Rail System GP40 number 340. Now I'm not entirely sure why this was in the middle of the train next to the DPU and not at the head end with the rest of the power. I'm assuming that this had to do with some yard work that may have gone on in Selkirk and it just happened to be put in the middle of the train. I'm not entirely sure, but if anybody has any ideas, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. I like to call these types of catches you don't know if you see something like this again, so when I get word about something like this, I always try my best to see them. Overall, I thought it was pretty cool to see, and I hadn't seen one of these since 2017, and I also thought it was incredibly interesting that it was dead in tow with the DPU and not at the head end with the rest of the power. I knew I wanted to get more shots of this unit west of here, so we made our way to the western end of Frontier Yard, and we didn't find the head end of 363, instead we found eastbound intermodal Q010 coming off a crew change. After seeing Q010, we made our way out to CP437 on the CSX. This also connects with the Beltline in Buffalo, so this is a good spot to see any westbound trains coming south out of Frontier, as well as any northbound locals coming out of Bison Yard on the Norfolk Southern. It wasn't too long after we got here that the head end of Q363 came into view. While 363 was going by on the outer track, loaded grain GO53 was passing by us on the inner track going into Frontier. To any BNSF fans watching this, don't worry, we will be seeing this train again later on. after watching a few more 363's freight blocks, we found our DPUs once again. We decided to return to Frontier after this, and we found Geo53 again, but he was meeting Q367, another westbound manifest from Selkirk to Chicago. As you might have guessed from the single liter, 367 also had a mid-train DPU. To get Geo53 going at track speed, so I made our way up the Transit Road a few miles east of Frontier and a few miles east of the Buffalo to Pio Amtrak station, and this is where things got a little bit complicated for us. Because we're currently sitting here at 4:29, and we Geo53 just got on the horn with the dispatch, and apparently had to give him a false partial or something like that. He took the signal away from him, so the signal's not red. We have no idea what's going on right now, so hopefully this train is showing up soon. If not, I've no clue, but let's hope we see something soon. It wasn't too long after that Geo53 got turned loose by the dispatcher and had no trouble getting the 127 cars of loaded grain up to track speed and eastbound towards Albany. After taking a quick break to get dinner, we made our way to Buffalo to Pew Amtrak station, where we found eastbound intermodal Q158 coming off of a crew change. And the most important thing about this train tonight was that it had one of the last remaining ex-Conrail locomotives on CSX's roster, number 7929, the second out, trailing. Now I believe after this video was recorded, it has since been put in storage, although I'm not entirely sure about that. The last train we will see of the day would be Amtrak 283 westbound Empire service to Niagara Falls, and this night he happened to be running half an hour late, and he also had a special painted Empire service unit on point. As quickly as he arrived, he soon departed westward, making his way towards Niagara Falls. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button if you guys want to see more, as well as the link to my WNYRailVideos Instagram page will be in the description as always. I am Adam. I'll see you guys next time on the High Iron.